Round 20 power rankings are here. Now, it's a lot different compared to what the ladder is, and this is my opinion for the last 5 matches. There's a few teams that have round 15 buys, so I've also included their round 14 performance. Anyways, hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. Brisbane, they've won 7 games in a row. They've beaten Dogs, Saints, Power, D's, Crows, Eagles, and Swans. So they've won the most games so far, equaled with Geelong in the first round 1 to 7. Anyways, yeah, so they're just the best team in the competition at the moment. They have struggled a few times during patches of their wins, but at the same time, they're undefeated in this power rankings. Alright, so the next one, in second place, we've got Freo. They have beaten the Suns at home, Swans away, Tigers at the G, and at home they've beaten the Ds. They've also lost to Hawthorn in Tassie, so they are 4 out of 5. So the Blues are beating the Cats by 63 points, Tigers convincingly by about 66, I think, and North Melbourne they beat as well pretty comfortably in the end by 3 goals. Also lost to Dogs and Giants. Alright, so the next team is GWS. They've beaten Richmond at home and beaten Suns by 39 points at home. So GWS have beaten Tigers at the G, Suns and Blues at home. They've also lost to Swans at Engine Stadium, and they also lost to Crows away. In the 5th position is the Swans in my power rankings. Now, they have struggled the last few weeks, so they'll obviously go back into form. They're sitting comfortably at number 1 on the ladder. So they're looking forward to that minor premiership unless Carlton somehow win a few more games. Alright, so Swans beat GWS at their home ground and also beaten North Melbourne at the SCG. They've lost to Freo by 1 point at the SCG. Saints and Lions, they've lost away. In 6th position, I have Port Adelaide. Now, they've lost very, very convincingly by like 60 odd points. I think even 70 to Brisbane. They've also lost away to Suns, but Suns are undefeated at their home ground. So they've beaten the Dogs, Saints and Tigers. In 7th spot, I have Dogs beat Freo before their round 15 bye. Beat the Cats very convincingly by 47 points in the end. And in GMHBA, their second win in a row there. Tricky conditions as well. It was wet and slippery, and they, I feel like that's about a 100-point win if that was, not in the wet. They've also beaten North Melbourne and Carlton. Lost to Port Adelaide away by about 2 points, I think. Actually, no more. Hawthorn in 8th spot. They're not in the 8, obviously, but in my power rankings, they are. So, they beat Pies by 60 odd points. They beat Freo, Eagles, and before their round 15 bye, they beat the Tigers in round 14. So they've also just lost 1 game, and that was to the Cats at GMHBA. Cats dominated. They should have won by more, but Hawks, they've actually done all right so far. They've exceeded expectations by a far. So 9th spot, I have my Cats. Now, we are, if we beat North Melbourne this week, convincingly, we could be second on the ladder if Carlton lose, obviously. But that's just absurd how the season is. Won 7 in a row and then lost 5 in a row and then, lost the last couple. Not consecutive weeks, thankfully, but don't want to jinx myself. Cats beat Essendon by 45, Hawks by 51, and Pies by 20. We should have really dominated the scoreboard there, but we didn't. We kicked more points. This is very concerning. We lost to Dogs by 47 points at home in tricky conditions, but at the same time, both sides, in fact, all sides, had the tricky conditions. So, and also lost to the Blues in round 15 by 63 points. Cats aren't the best, but we could still make finals. But I don't think we'll be going that far. In the straight sets, if we make finals, top 4, and probably first round exit if we are playing an elimination final. Sucks. But anyways, D's, they beat North Melbourne barely by about 3 points in the end. They beat Eagles and Essendon. Now they lost to Lions and Freo away. They do have injuries. Max Gawn, Christian Petrarca. Obviously, he's done for the season, which is he shouldn't have been playing out there in the first place against Pies. That was a while ago. But Essendon now, they've fallen off dramatically. They have playing some decent football, but I mean they've exceeded expectations this year, definitely. So they've beaten Eagles and Pies, choked against Crows. There's 7 minutes to go, and Crows just kicked 3 goals consecutive and they just won. So it's insane, that game. They've also lost to the Cats by 45 points and D's depleted D side. So Essendon reality should kick in soon, and they should be about 10th or 11th. Adelaide is next. They've beaten the Saints at home in tricky conditions. GWS, they've beaten at home. Beat away, obviously, was Essendon by 2 points. That was an incredible comeback by Adelaide. And they've also lost to the Swans before their round 15 bye at home, Adelaide Oval. And they've also lost to Lions away. Gold Coast Suns, I mean, they can only win at home. They've beaten every side at home, including the 2 Darwin games. That is considered their home ground as well. But they just can't win away. They have not won one single game away. That could change in round 24 maybe. We'll see what happens. So the Suns beat Pies and Port. They've also lost to Freo, North and GWS. Saints now, they've beaten Swans. Now that was obviously the best win of their season, and that could be the Swans' downfall, losing the Saints. They've beaten also West Coast Eagles convincingly. Finally, they get some better percentage, but they've also lost to Crows away by about 32 points. They lost to Port at Marvel Stadium, and they lost to Lions before their round 15 bye. Now the Pies, their season is done. I've already put a line through them. They could still make finals, but their only good thing that's happened this year is having Dan McStay back. It's so good to see him back after a horrific injury. Did his ACL or something in pre-season or something like that, or I think he did a knee. He might have done a knee actually. But so they've lost to Suns away. I mean, no team's beaten the Suns at their home deck this year. They lost to Essendon, Cats and Hawks at the G. Most are top 8 contenders. They also beaten North Melbourne. They were down by 55 points. Now, if any other side, apart from West Coast, Richmond or North, were up by 55 points, they would not let them back in. So, I mean, it is North, but at the same time, you have 9 goals up, and they came back, which was an incredible comeback before their round 15 bye. And so, the next one is 16th spot. I have North Melbourne. 17th, I have West Coast, and last I have Richmond. I mean, those 3 teams, North, Eagles, and Tigers, I don't really need an explanation for them. They're just, not they're 2 clearly bottom 3 sides. So, looking forward to seeing how it goes. This is my second last power rankings before the finals. I do hope you enjoy. And these are my rankings. Let me know down below in the comments section if you'd like to see a finals, and also put your power rankings down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.